Hello, welcome to the Redmen TV. It is player ratings. Liverpool beating Norwich by 1-0. I'm going to start with the goalkeeper. I'm going to start with Alison Becker. Excuse me. Blooming fizzy drinks right before you go live. Probably not the best idea I've had. So Alison Becker in goal. Probably an 8 out of 10 for Allison today. His save probably warrants a 9, but I've literally just watched the press conference with Klopp saying it was offside. And I remembered that actually I thought it was offside as well. So we're discounting that save now because it wouldn't have counted. Nah, it was a flipping top class save again, wasn't it? I'm running out of words to say about all of these players. So what I will say about him is, we saw something a little bit different today. The throw to Firmino on the halfway line was absolutely class. And it's not that he can't do that. He does make great throws, but it was just brilliant, wasn't it? And I really loved that. And the save, I mean, it's filthy. It's just filthy, and it's brilliant, and it's everything that we expect from the best goalkeeper in the world. So on to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who had a Trent Alexander-Arnold style game. I thought he was better second half than first. He obviously pings that one across for Bobby Firmino, doesn't he? That was probably one of the best chances of the entire game, if not the best chance of the entire game, thinking about it. The set-piece delivery was okay, was good. Van Dijk probably should have had a penalty, I think, from one of the corners. But Trent's probably a 7.5 out of 10, maybe something like that. I think Joe probably a 7 out of 10. Didn't have too much to do, but when he was called into action again, he did everything. Again, just brilliantly, just as we've come to expect from him. Virgil probably maybe a 7.5 out of 10. You know, probably a few more nicer long balls than Joe Gomez. But again, you know, in a defensive sense, neither of them were really worked too hard. Andy Robertson, I'd probably go quite a first 20 for him. But probably, I think it was 4 chances he created down that left-hand side. One of those balls went right across Roberto Firmino was absolutely outstanding. And he looked better when Mane came on. And we've talked about that on the build-up show, I think, or certainly someone was talking about it this week and saying how they thought Robertson's form may have dipped slightly just because Sadio Mane wasn't in front of him. And when Mane came on, Robbo seemed to get much more involved in the game again. So I'll probably go 7.5 out of 10 for him. Then you're looking at Jordan Henderson. I'm going 8 out of 10 for Hendo today. When he was playing the 6, he was good. When he moved into the 8, he really grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck for me. I don't know whether it was because we just had more of the ball and you could see him a little bit more. Didn't have quite as many defensive responsibilities. But yeah, 8 out of 10 for him. Naby Keita, probably go 7.5 out of 10. I don't know why I've gone so many 7.5s. Yeah, I'd probably go 7.5 out of 10 for Naby. Again, I mentioned on my match reaction, I thought he was really good with the ball at his feet, but when he gets to that final third, he loses the ball a little bit more, and it's a little bit more noticeable, but again, he worked hard to win the ball back. Gini Wijnaldum was probably of the 3 midfielders, excuse me, he was probably the one who was least involved in it again. And again, I have to say, I notice more of what Wijnaldum does when I'm in the stadium. And I'm conscious that a lot of his work is done off the ball, you know, closing down players and stopping, you know, huge holes of space appearing around your side and stuff. But from what I saw from the television angle, I'd probably go maybe a 6 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10, which isn't a bad game. I rate like Footy Manager, I think 6 is standard. 6.5 out of 10 probably for Wijnaldum then. Then over on that right-hand side, Mo Salah worked hard through the entire game again. It's a tough one to rate him, actually. Let me know your ratings for Mo Salah in the comments section. I'll probably go 7.5 again. Bobby Firmino maybe an 8. I really liked his performance and his touch and everything about him and how hard he worked and how deep he was dropping at times. There was times when he was picking the ball up and winning tackles at the left-back position, and then he was bombing on and being the furthest player forward. And you know, again, we've come to expect that from Firmino, but it shouldn't be taken for granted how difficult that is for what he does as well, and what he does for the team. And Oxlade-Chamberlain, probably a 7 out of 10 for him. I like him on that left-hand side, I do. I like him cutting in, but you know, when you bring Mane on, you see the difference between the two, don't you? And I do prefer Ox in the centre of the park. So Mane, for me, I know he only had like 20 touches or something like that in the game, but he was a 10 out of 10 performance. But he was only on the pitch for 30 minutes. So I'll give him a 9 out of 10 of my man of the match. Fabinho, this is really hard. 7 out of 10 for Fabinho, maybe. And then James Milner, I don't know, give him a 6 out of 10. That's what you come on as. You get a 6 when you come on the field. He didn't do anything wrong. Wasn't massively involved in the game. So I'm going to go there. We'll get into some of the comments and stuff now then, if you're ready, Tom.
Yeah, you asked for one on Salah, so I'll give you one from Jim D. He gives him a 7. He says, overplayed the ball in possession and didn't really get going.
Yeah, I think you could say that he overplayed the ball at times there. Again, he seemed to be wanting to pass the ball too much today, and this is not a complaint that you normally have about Mo Salah, is it? Normally it's, he's taking all these shots and he keeps missing, especially in the games that he doesn't score. But today he was really looking to bring his teammates in, and it was just tough. Norwich defended really well, really resolutely, and again, they had so many players back. There was times where the ball was at maybe Fabinho's feet, and we had 6 or 7 players in front of him, and all 11 players from Norwich were at probably 30 metre between the goal and Fabinho, so it was difficult to break down. It really was like Fabinho 6, says Gary McVeigh. First thing he does is get a yellow card. I didn't even realise he'd got a yellow card. I know Mane got a yellow card for throwing the ball away. Dana said Salah had a big first touch today. Anna Terrell, since his person, I think Salah was a bit out of touch. Defo a 5. Nah, wind it in, mate. Sadio Salah says 19 league tackling. Come and go on, Tom.
Ian Rush's moustache says, Keita had moments of brilliance and many more moments of missed passes.
Yeah, you're right. He does. I really like him, and I just want him to get a run of games, to be honest, because I think we'll be a more dynamic side when he's up and firing, it's not that he's not fully integrated, but when everyone knows what to expect from him, because he is a bit of an enigma sometimes when you get into that final third. I joked and said, like, he sees things that other people don't, but also he sees things when people aren't there sometimes. There was one pass first half, he played the ball through, and Salah made a run left, and he played the ball right, and you're like, what are you looking at there? And for as much as everyone needs to understand what Keita's going to do, Keita needs to understand what Salah's going to do and what Firmino's going to do. And we're so lucky to see Mane, Firmino and Salah week in, week out, and the understanding that they've got is next level. That those type of miscommunications very rarely happen, but it's noticeable when Keita's in there and he's trying to pick a ball out. It does happen quite often. Just got a blue super chat in from Ben Pryor. I thought Fabinho was very good when he came on, said Ben. And Klopp mentioned him actually in his post-match press conference. I think he was talking to Sky Sports. And he said, like, Fabinho enabled Henderson to go in and go further forwards and stuff, and he did a good job defensively. I like, look, everyone likes Fabinho, don't he? Mick Morgan, Hendo, what a player, chased absolutely everything, gives his all every game. I hope him and Milner retire at the club and join the coaching staff. Hopefully it'll be after another few league titles. Have you got any more for us, Tom?
Yeah, just to end the show, Mega Sting 1981 says, we can't play well every game. Games like this are inevitable. It's about getting through it and having that quality to still get the win, which we have.
Perfect. And that is what you call title winning form, and that is what we are seeing, the next Premier League champions. Like the video, subscribe to the Redmen TV on YouTube, knock on that notifications bell, and if you're a subscriber to the redmentv.com, we will have the instant match reaction and the Man on the Match show up later in podcast form for you both, for you all even. See you next time. Ta-ra.